Good morning, all you goons and hooligans. Say hi, wifey.
Morning.
Good morning. So it's Sunday morning. Enjoying our morning coffee, as you can see, making breakfast, stuff like that. I wanted to talk about wink guilt. I've been thinking a lot about it, and the male mind is um, an immature thing. So let me explain. Right. And I know that all guys have experienced this, and I know it's true because there's this Jim Jeffries routine where he talks about this time where he had a wank in a hotel, and then like he talks about like how like as soon as he comes, he like the first thing he does is turn off the porn. Okay. And I do that. I'm sure that most of you guys do that. And there's this feeling of like wank guilt, like you did something wrong. And I've been trying to understand and analyze like where that comes from. And as I've gotten older, I've gotten rid of that a lot. Like I don't feel guilty, but I do think that there's like an inherent wiring in the male mind that wants to get them as far as way as possible from whatever it is that made them come. And let me give you an example, right? And like, and I know that I'm not the only guy that feels this way. Like, after I come with like a woman, I want her as far away from me as possible. Like, snuggling is not in the cards. I want some distance. I want some Pop Tarts. I want to be left alone. And I think that's most men. And it takes a little bit of maturity and putting your own needs aside to say, all right, well, let's give the wife at least a kiss before I get out of bed and go do my thing or whatever. And I think wank guilt is coming from that like same source in our brains. And I also think it's a like societal thing, like people make you feel bad for jerking off. I completely disagree with that. Like you shouldn't feel bad for exploring your own body. I think that the alternative, right, which is never jerking off and saving it for your wife, a lot of things are going to happen if you do that. Number one, you're going to come in 3 minutes, right? So I don't know what kind of lover you're planning on being, right? But if you never jerk off and the only time you bust a nut is with a woman, you're going to come in like 30 seconds and you're not going to have any control. And I think that's the key to being a good lover is having control and not getting off until she's gotten off. And that's never going to happen if you don't like manage your load a little bit. I also think that it's you shouldn't feel guilty about jerking off because you should learn how to edge. You should learn how to explore your sexuality. You should learn how to enjoy your cock if you're going to want somebody else to enjoy your cock. If you just like sit down, jerk off real quick, and it's over in like 30 seconds, that's the way you're going to fuck. If you like take the time to like take off your shirt, look at your own body, enjoy your own body, oil yourself up, stroke your cock, enjoy it, flex your cock, see if you can do different things with it. Those are the kinds of things, the self-control that's going to make you a good lover. So I don't think that jerking off is something that you should feel bad about. We produce porn, and like there's a porn niche where like, oh, goon to me all day. I don't think anybody should be going gooning all day. In theory, yes, I want you to buy as much of our porn as you possibly can. But I don't want our fans to like sit there jerking off, jizzing all over themselves yesterday. Ideally, I like them to find their own Mrs. Peacock and watch our porn together. But that's not going to happen for everybody. She's one of a kind, obviously. So, but no, I think that there, just like anything in life, there should be a balance. Okay, so and let me give you an example. Sex, there's no question that we were put on this earth to fuck and procreate. Okay, that's indisputable. And I think even the most conservative religious person would have to agree with that. If that's the case, shouldn't you understand your sexuality and understand sex? And why should you feel bad about it? Um, that's like feeling. It's like people blaming food for people being fat. You're not fat because of food. You're fat because it's a compulsion. And I think once masturbation become goes from a recreational activity to a compulsion, that's where you could theoretically call it a sex addiction. But I don't think sex addiction exists because you can't be addicted to breathing, you can't be addicted to food, right? So how can sex addiction possibly exist? It's a compulsion. It's more about behavior. And I don't think you could be addicted to something that isn't a outside agent, like a drug or whatever, a chemical dependency. So for all those reasons, I just wanted to kind of like lay that out, kind of see if you guys agree, see what you think. But I think wink guilt is something that all men suffer from, and I think it's up to you as a man to, number one, get over that, become a good lover, have some intimacy with your wife, and then, or loved one, whatever you want, whoever you happen to be fucking, right? And I also think that um, it's our responsibility to kind of not only get over the wink guilt, but try to explore our own sexuality and come to terms with it. And if you don't do that, I don't think you're ever going to be um, a successful lover for anybody. I think sex and intimacy is really more about putting somebody else's pleasure and enjoyment before your own. Um, you know, so just kind of wanted to throw that out there and see what you think. Say bye, Feeling. Time for breakfast.